What up, y'all? Y'all, I'm not a live streamer. I strictly do videos, but I wanted to come on here and just thank everybody for your support. I don't know if I ever told y'all my story, but when I started YouTube, it will be 2 years, I believe, in July, sometime in July. I only started YouTube because I was working and my schedule, I started work at like 3 o'clock, and I had never had a job where I started at 3 o'clock. And I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to be doing all day? Because I get up really early and I kind of go to bed, early. So I wake up early and I go to bed. So I'm like, I was starting work at 3 and I said, well, what the fuck I'm supposed to do all damn day? So I said, you know what, I'm gonna get on YouTube and just see what's going on. I was never a YouTuber. I did not know anything about YouTube. The most that I knew about YouTube roughly 3 years ago is my kids when they were in high school, which at this point they were grown, but years ago they would be on YouTube and I would be like, what the fuck is YouTube? Because I just was not a consumer of YouTube. So again, my kids was on there. They would watch Be Love a lot and they would always tell me about YouTube, but I just wasn't a consumer of YouTube. The only other thing I remember is when my son was in high school, he wanted to do YouTube. Now, keep in mind, my son is 24 years old. So, that was a long time ago. So he wanted to do YouTube and he was like, Ma, I want to do YouTube. And I was like, well, what the fuck is YouTube? What are you talking about? It just goes to show how the kids are so much smarter than us as adults and we think we know everything. So I went out and bought my son all of this equipment because he said he was going to be this YouTuber. And I'm listening to this bullshit he telling me. I'm like, boy, you sound crazy, but I'll go buy the equipment. Long story short, he never really got into it. And I ended up getting into YouTube years later, which was so crazy because when I started doing YouTube, remember I told y'all I was just doing it because I get up early and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do into 3 o'clock? So I said, okay, I'm gonna get on YouTube. I should be able to at least make $1,000 or something, right? So when I got on YouTube, which I said that, if I don't make money in like 90 days, FUCK to YouTube because I can't be wasting my time. Well, to my surprise, the first 30 days, I had made like $1,400. And I was like, damn, how make $1,400 because I felt like I didn't do shit. So that first, 30 days when I made like 30, it was like 13 something. I was like, damn, hold on. I had to probably take this a little serious. Now my next check, y'all, was a little over $7,000, which was crazy because keep in mind, I had a job. I was just playing on YouTube. So that's kind of like how I got into YouTube. And then after I had got into it. Keep in mind, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, right? So didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, well, wait a minute. I think I can really get into this. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But I wanted to, just thank y'all because like I said, when I started YouTube, I was just playing around. I did not take it seriously. I was literally just trying to find something to do before I went to my job. But the thing that ended up happening to me is the job that I had taken, I had only took it because I was working for the federal government. I had previously worked for the federal government for, an amount of time. It ain't like I had been in the federal government for like 10 or 15 years, but I had worked there before. So I knew, once I, would go back working there, I wanted to, get into another position. The position that I had originally applied for, I didn't really want it, but I had just took it. So I ended up, going back to the federal government and then learning that the job that I took was just not something that I wanted. And I also learned that the agency that I worked for, which was the Internal Revenue, it was ghetto, it was a mess. And I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So when I started YouTube, I did this part-time. I ended up quitting my job in September of last year. So I went full time. So I am a full-time YouTuber. And I just wanted to thank y'all. And somebody sent a super chat. Let me put that on the screen. 𝐷HavenGram1477. Thank you so much for your super chat. But I just wanted to tell y'all my story because y'all can do it too. Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I still don't be knowing what I'm doing some of the times, but it just goes to show you can do it. You know what I mean? You can get on YouTube. I always tell people, listen, the YouTube, I mean, if you be consistent, you can do it if you want to do it. So I just wanted to come on here and thank you all for supporting me, because like I said, I was just really on here to pass the time. I didn't really see anything of it. I didn't even really know that much about YouTube other than, I had started to watch a few YouTubers, but even then, I didn't really know anything about it. So I literally just got on here and just start talking about the reality show. So, I was watching, certain shows, and I was like, well, shit, I'm going to talk about this. So that's kind of how I got here. And what y'all saying in the chat? How long have you been transgender? Let me, you know what? Let me go on over here and get these folks out of here that ain't supposed to be here. It's always a weird ass person. I've been transgender as long as your mammy been transgender, bitch. Let me go ahead and get these fuckers out of here before I had to cuss them out. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to jump on here and tell y'all, but let me get these hoes out of here real fast. Let me get these hoes up out of here real quick, because I didn't switch it to members, to subscribers only, because I had jumped on here real fast. Let me go ahead and get their ugly ass out of here. Oh shit. But yeah, that is give me a second, y'all. Just give me a second. I get these fuckers out of here. All right, let me go ahead and get these trolls the hell up out of here. Let me see here. See here. All right, y'all. Ooh. So what are y'all saying in the chat? So usually, y'all, when you go live, you're supposed to make it for your subscribers only. And I didn't do that. That's all. That's just how they do. Because what tends to happen is all, crazy folks join. I forgot to do that. I didn't do it. And another thing I want to tell y'all. Since I started on YouTube, when you start on YouTube, it's not like it's a class. And also, too, y'all probably know this. When you start YouTube, especially Black YouTube, people are so fucking rude. They just don't, help one another. So what I also learned from my journey in YouTube is that there is no help. So I recently started a community on School. I don't know if y'all familiar with School, but it's still in the development stages. And I am working. I built the community. I'm still working on some, different things, but it is a free community that people can join, and you can just go in there. You can ask questions and different things like that. I'm actually putting something else together that I'm not quite done. But if you wanted to join my school group and just ask questions, you can actually do that. So that was one of the things that I did since I joined YouTube, because I felt like, the YouTube community where, as far as the Black people, I'm not talking about when we be doing our content. I'm just talking about just when you join YouTube as a Black person, there is really nobody that you can ask questions to. So it's just very different. So I had created that community on School. It is a free community. So if y'all see in the bio, you can join that community. And I would say only join it if you're looking to create content on YouTube. I just decided that I wanted to do it because, like I said, when I started, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. If y'all look at some of my earlier videos, they look like shit. As you change YouTube, you develop yourself, you should start to get better. For instance, when I first started, I felt like an idiot. And I'm like, I'm not going to be talking to the camera. I don't got nobody, ain't nobody watching. So what I started to do when I, first did YouTube is I did voiceovers because I was like, well, I don't have an audience. Like I feel crazy. I'm just going to be talking to myself. So I had a whole bunch of, things that, you go through when you start something is, it's new and you really don't have any followers. So it was difficult, but I think the thing that motivated me once I start doing it and I got like that first check, I was like, well, wait a minute, I ain't do nothing. Then I got the second check and I was like, now I felt like I did a little something, but I didn't feel like I earned this. So I was like, well, wait a minute. So, if you guys are interested, let me get you the link. I can put it in here. Just give me a second because I got to get it myself. I'm going to give you the link. But the link, this is only though, if you guys are looking to be content creators. That's pretty much what that's for. It ain't for nothing else. But I'll put the link right here. This is for my school community. Oh, this is for my school community. I done put it in here a few times. So I put it in the chat. But again, we are not talking about no type of stuff that I'm doing over here. This is strictly for people who want to become content creators on YouTube. That is all that community is for. So if you are interested in possibly becoming a content creator on YouTube, use that link, because sometimes people be sending me stuff about different stuff and I don't reply because it's like, if you're not, trying to be a content creator on YouTube, I don't know why people go over there and send me messages, because that's not what that's for. But that community is to help people. Like I said, there is no help on YouTube or nothing like that. I used to, actually, I ain't had nobody to reach out to, so don't give me the lying. But what I ended up doing is once I kind of got, I think I had maybe like 30 something thousand subscribers. I had saw a particular person on another YouTuber's page and I had reached out to her, which was crazy because I still talk to this person today. But I mean, you can do it. Listen, y'all probably don't know, I am an introvert. You probably wouldn't even know this because when I'm on here talking, you may think that I'm an extrovert. I am not. This is the most talking that I do all day. So a lot of times when I be doing, done doing my videos, I be done because I'm really an introvert. This is the most that I've ever talked. So don't think that if you are an introvert that you can't do YouTube. I am an introvert. I like to be by myself. I like to hang out, but I prefer to be by myself. I love alone time. So don't feel like you got to be a type of person. Just so you know, you can do YouTube. You don't have to be a person that likes to talk all the time. Like I said, it's the most that I talk when I'm on here. Hey, Black and Gold Beauty. So what do y'all say? Somebody said, I love YouTube. Yeah, I didn't really know much about YouTube before I came on here. Like I said, my kids, who are, I shouldn't call them kids, they're adults now. They will, be on YouTube when I'd be like, what are y'all watching? And they loved, they like this lady called Be Love. Well, I know my daughter did. What y'all saying? Somebody said Cash App. What you mean Cash App? You said, do I have Cash App? I think I do. I don't really use Cash App. I think I have it though. I believe I do. And I know if you guys have been following me too, we have been talking about Mika and Anton. And that's why I was saying about Mika. I'm like, girl, one thing I can tell y'all about YouTube. YouTube is not a vanity type app. I don't know if y'all are familiar with a vanity app. A lot of like vanity app is like Instagram. Like, if you got makeup on, you got your hair done, you do apps like that. But YouTube don't give a damn how you look or none of that, so when we were, talking about the Mika chick, I'm like, girl, if you just get on here and work and do your content, you just got to keep doing it. You keep putting out the content. They may not like this, they'll like that. But what you do is you keep putting it out, because if you don't continue to put your content out, you won't know what the people like or what they don't. So I guess that's one of the things I do like about YouTube, because if you fail, and when I say fail, let's say you put out something that don't nobody watch, you gonna know. You're gonna be like, okay, they don't like this. So it's like you get to see what the people want to see and what they don't want to see. So somebody said, I don't care about looks. Right. Like, people were saying that, what's the girl name? Mika so cute. Girl, they don't give a damn about that on YouTube. One thing I have learned about YouTube, though. Now, this is another thing I learned. People relate to you when you are relatable. You know what I mean? Like when you are relatable, just being real, being yourself. Like me, the other day I had a damn scarf on because I'm like, look, I don't feel like dealing with this damn wig today. Okay. So I'm going to put the scarf on. Okay. Because I knew I was going today to get my hair done. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. And hey, like I told y'all, I wear makeup sometimes. I'm a sometimey makeup chick. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's not hard. I think, some form of consistency, even if your consistency is 3 videos a week, that's consistent for you. So whatever your consistency is, I would say, don't be trying to do a video once a month. That probably ain't gonna work. Somebody said, where are you from? I am from Wisconsin. I moved to Georgia in 2019 during a few months before the pandemic. I'm still listening to your perspective on Mika. Somebody said, okay, that's the key. Yeah, consistent. And it's your consistency. Like since I've been on here, I have 4 channels. This is the most consistent one. I'm trying to develop a sense of consistency for the others. Like if you look at my other channels, I think my second channel has about 9,000 subscribers. And then my one channel, which I've been trying to do politics on it, but the politics and the Epstein stuff is just giving me a headache. So I haven't been consistent over there. And you can tell that I haven't been consistent over there because I have about 1,000 subs. So your consistency will show up by the amount of followers that you have. So, the more consistent you are, the more followers you have. But like I said, with me starting and trying to juggle multiple channels was a little bit hard. So I kind of, trying to develop a little, but at the end of the day, this is my, my primary channel. And then I got my secondary, but them other two, they gonna have to wait. So all of my channels, I monetized on 3 channels. And then the 4th channel, I just really haven't did anything. Man, thanks for the backstory and motivation. I'm gonna enroll in your school too. Well, it's free. So, okay, just so you know, somebody said you're gonna enroll. It's not a cost. So, let me kind of explain it again. So I have a school community, okay? In my school community, you can come in and ask questions. We do have calls on Saturdays. You can go over there and you'll see like the schedule. I have not formulated the school part in terms of you to enroll. That's something that I'm working on. So what it is now, it's like a let me show y'all. Actually, let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me show you. I forgot I can share my screen. So for the people who's asking about my school community, I'm going to show you. Okay, so what you guys are looking at is the school community right here. So as y'all can see, here is, I don't have very many people. It's only 60 people. It's really new. So as y'all can see, you can post stuff here. Like for instance, I'm going to say call tomorrow because we have a call on Sundays. Okay. Actually, let me put the link in here for them. Give me a second, y'all. So this is the website. Let me cancel this. So what I'm going to do is if y'all look here, here's our calendar. Can y'all, okay, so there's our calendar. As you can see, tomorrow is the 22nd. So we have calls every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. And if you join, you can pretty much get this call. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in our community right here. So basically, once you join this community, you can put your questions in the chat. Pretty much is what you can do. Oops, what I do wrong here? So you can put your questions in the chat. So let me give you an example. If y'all can still see my screen. Okay, good. So let's see. I'm going to say example. This is just going to be example. Example question. I'm just putting this in here so y'all can see what I'm doing. You can say, how do I post videos on YouTube? So you can do that, and then you'll say discussion. So those are the type of things you can do. So you can literally go in there and you can ask questions, and then, we'll get back to you, or I'll answer it, or somebody else would, answer your question. So this is pretty much, like I said, where you can come on and, ask questions, and you can build friendships too, because if I click on here, these are all the people that's in here. So you can literally, send them messages. They can send you messages. It's a cool little community. It's a cool community. So for those of you that ask, but like I said, that community is like no kind of, we not answering no questions with regards to, what I'm doing over here. That community is strictly for people who want to be content creators. And like I said, I had just created it because when I started, I didn't really have anybody to ask. Now, I'm not saying, you're going to get every single question asked, but at least in that community, you can build relationships, even with other people. Thank you, Motor Culture. Now, another thing I want to let y'all know too. Now, I have a dashboard where I can see, I can actually see like how long people been, subscribers and stuff like that. Somebody said I'm from Wisconsin too. Hey, Wisconsin girl. So one of the other things, y'all, that I am developing a lotion. I would say maybe skin cream, maybe. So what I'm going to do is, as I develop it, I'm going to pick about 10 people, and I'm going to send you guys it for free just to get your feedback so that you can tell me what you like and what you don't like. So therefore I can know what I should change and what I shouldn't change, because obviously if it's mine, I may like something, but I want to, actually send it out to people. So what I'm going to do is I'll pick people that's subscribers and things like that. And then I'll reach out to you, and, you can give me like a mailing address, and I'm going to send it to you. And then you'll have to, email me and let me know what you think. So that's something that I'm developing as well. I just thought of that. What else y'all saying? I'm just reading the chat. Did you get the box, girl? Did you see the link? I put it in the chat for the school community. And it's free. Just so y'all know, you're not gonna pay anything. It is free. Somebody said, yeah. Oh, and somebody said, what you say? Somebody said, some of my favorite content creators are faceless. Yes, that's a good, I like that you said that. You do not have to show your face on, on YouTube. If you don't feel comfortable, showing your face, please don't show your face. Only do what you feel comfortable doing, okay? Like I said, when I first started YouTube, I didn't want to show my face. I just didn't want to do it. So I didn't. So just make sure, if you are interested in doing YouTube, do what's going to be natural, because if you don't want to show your face and then you come on screen, people are going to know that you don't want to show your face. So please don't show your face if you don't want to. Like, do what is natural to you. Don't, let people fool you into thinking that, you got to do lives. Everybody is not a live streamer. Everybody, don't do videos. You have some people that only do live streams. You have people that do live streams and videos. You have people that make a whole bunch of money doing live streams. You have people who don't make any money doing live streams. So you have to decide what is most comfortable to you, because what you're going to have to understand is your audience can pick up on whether you feel comfortable or if you don't. So if you feel like you won't feel comfortable, do a voiceover. Don't even go on the screen because they'll be able to pick up on it. Thanks. I will check from my PC. Did she? Okay, let me put it back in the chat. I'll put the link back in the chat. I thought I put it in there. I'll put it back in here. Okay, so I put the link back in because if you guys are interested in it's a free community, just so y'all know, you don't have to pay anything. It's a free school community. That's why it's called YouTube. You do what you feel, yeah, you do what you feel comfortable doing. Exactly. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Right. That's why it's called YouTube. I didn't think about that. See? That is why it's called YouTube. That is so true. I didn't even think about that. You do what you feel comfortable doing. And y'all, it is so many things that y'all can do. My daughter, who is another one, like she doesn't really like the camera. So I know she used to do like some cooking stuff on TikTok, but there's so many things y'all can do. I said when I move, I would probably do some cooking stuff, but I don't got time for that. Lakeysha, tell the chat about your workshop to teach people how to start their YouTube channel. I forgot what you called it. Well, I put that in there. So I already mentioned that if you guys are looking to get into YouTube, and I mentioned that, when I started, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I'm still learning. But if you feel like you want to meet like-minded people, I do have a free community, and I put that in the chat. So it like I said, it is a free community. I am developing something where I can work with some people, but I'm gonna be honest, when I do that, I am not taking on, a whole bunch of people, because keep in mind, I still create my own content. So I will in the future develop something where I will work with maybe a few people, but I can't work with a lot of people either because I'm still developing my own stuff. So, but at least, with the free community, what I'm going to start doing, because I'm gonna be honest, I just started the community maybe a month ago, and I've been working on, different things behind the scenes. What I'm gonna start developing is every maybe week or every day put out different things. But like I said, I like the community because I don't know, what people specifically, are having problems with. For instance, 2 weeks ago, I had met with a lady, which, she was on the call and she didn't even know how to upload stuff. So I was able, to help her do that. Now, hey, that don't seem like a lot, but she was able to know how to upload. She didn't even know how to upload, which, I explained it to her and she was like, oh, okay. Okay, Ken's Master 5234. I always watch you and want to appreciate you getting 100K. All I want to say is congratulations. When you get a chance, I want you to do a topic about Corey Holcomb. I'm not talking about Corey Holcomb and lead attorney. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because it's just like, it's just, I'm not. It's just like, I mean, that to be in all honesty, I really don't like to talk about other YouTubers. Anton is I consider him as trash, but I really don't like to talk about YouTubers like that. I feel like that's something that they got to solve. I don't want to talk about that. I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, it's clear. I mean, lead attorney, he provided evidence. He provided evidence. Now I know the other attorney got on there and he said whatever he said, but the man provided the evidence. What is we going to talk about? He provided evidence, like what he showed the receipts. I get what the other attorney is saying, that he didn't say this, but you agreed to meet with him. What else is what the man is a YouTuber. That's what YouTubers do. He reached out to get an interview. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. It's just, I don't even know what else to say. He got the receipts, Thank you, O'Shea, Duke Jackson. But Yeah, that is just crazy. I don't know what to say about that. I'm thinking about doing YouTube, doing soap opera, General Hospital. I didn't even know that stuff was still on. General Hospital is still on. Do it. I mean, I don't see anybody else talking about it. I don't know anything about soap operas. I mean, it's been a long time. I think I probably was a elementary child watching that stuff. Do it. I mean, you can do it, and I mean, you got to try it out. It may work. You never know. You never know. I told you, I got on YouTube as something I was doing to, I didn't have to be at work until 3. So I was like, well, shit, I don't sleep all day. I got to do something. So I got on here just kind of just to waste some time. Give your cash app, sis, because we don't want to give you. Oh, how did you know that? Let me I think I know my cash app. Honestly, y'all, I don't even know what cash app is. Let me see if I even got it. Y'all don't mess with cash app like that, but let's see. Maybe I still have it. Oh, y'all know how YouTube do. YouTube take 50%. See, y'all know, yeah, YouTube. Let me look it up because like I said, I really use Zelle, y'all. I'm cheap. YouTube don't, I mean, Cash App, I think they take some of your money, but let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I don't really use it like that. Let me just see if I can find my Cash App. Let's see. I know I have one. I just don't use it. All right, give me a second. I'm about to find it. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, yep, I do got one. 226 Cash App. Let me see here. What the hell? Is that gonna send me? Cash App. Is they gonna send me a PIN number or what? All right, let me just try something else. Y'all, I'm trying with the Cash App. I don't know. Maybe I don't got Cash App because it said it's sending me a code. I ain't got nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Oops, I know what that was, y'all. Wait a minute. I forgot my PIN. I just remembered it. I don't really use damn Cash App. Let's see here. Let's see. Here it goes right here. Because YouTube gonna get that 50%. What the hell? I don't want to do this. All right, y'all. Give me a second. All right, what is my Cash App information? Okay, let's see. If I go to Cash App, what the hell? Okay, I think I got it right here. Account. All right, here we go. Here it go. The hell? I'm about to put it in here. There it is. That's my Cash App. I hope it worked. I ain't used it in forever, but I imagine it still work, right? You ain't got to use it all the time. But I do have one. What else y'all saying in the chat? Ooh. What y'all saying in the chat? Seem like a live show is frozen. Is it frozen? Am I frozen? Oh shit. Somebody said they thought it is okay. See, I don't be using Cash App. It is. It's right here. I think I put too many damn things. I don't be knowing I don't be using Cash App. My cheap ass be using a Zelle. I'm cheap as hell. Y'all should hear me run around here telling my kids they better give me my $25. I just went off on my son. He sent me $100. So what the hell is this? You just sent me. It says you were frozen when you were getting. Okay. Please, I don't play about my few dollars. My son gives me $100. I woke his ass up out of sleep. I said, Nick, or what is this $100? You owe me 100 plus 350. He was like, oh, I don't have it. I said, don't you work? He was like, yeah. I said, well, you've been going to work for 2 weeks. What the hell? I told him, I said, pull your damn bank account up. Shit, what you talking about? You don't got my money. Please, I don't play with my little cash. He had to physically show me in his account because I'm like, Negro, do you got somewhere else to live? Because you playing games with my little cash. He had to show me. Maybe you can get a Zelle set up for your biz. Yeah, yeah, Zelle. I use Zelle. Thank you. Gotcha. Making sure it's correct spelling. You don't want to send funds to the. Oh yeah, girl. I don't know what it. Somebody said Zelle is for brookies. I guess y'all talking about that damn Cash App. All I know about Cash App, when you have money in there, it'd be like to transfer it. It's gonna be 50 cents. I'd be like, what the hell? You became IRS. I don't know what the hell that means. Oh, Venmo. I don't like Venmo because Venmo be on games. I get a text every seem like other day from Venmo. They be scamming, talking about please reset your password. I don't need to reset it because I don't even have my account in there. I don't got time. Venmo, they be having too many scams. I did hear. Lakeysha, did you hear Kelly from Housewives of Atlanta? Hell yeah, Kelly got this demoted because her whole damn life is false. Did y'all hear about her ex-husband is suing Kelly? These hoes, they yes, I did hear about that. I heard about Kelly being demoted. I sure did. Her fake ass storyline. That's one thing I don't like about Atlanta. Can't nobody be regular. Everybody got to pretend to be something that they ain't. Like, what is that shit about? Like, seriously, just be yourself. Kelly running her fake ass around here with these closed ass restaurants, stealing her. Ugh, it's just too much. What happened to the real housewives? You say you want a payment from your son. IRS want their money. I don't give a damn about my son have what the IRS got to do. He need to pay me. I don't care about that. See, what I learned about my children is I was too nice. So they have to pay me for everything I give them now. They get to stay here for free, almost, but no, I'm not. No, you can't be too nice. They take advantage of you. My son used my credit card to get to work for 2 weeks. Yeah, you got to give me my damn money. And then for Mother's Day, I cussed my son ass out. Do you know what this Negro did for Valentine's Day after I had to give him money to get to work? So he get paid. Guess what he do? He go buy his girlfriend something. I'm like, Negro, I didn't know that people that owe other people money got money to go buy gifts for folks. Where do they do that at? Please. My son is just as, I don't know. Maybe it's a boy thing. I don't know about these boys. They be a little different. What y'all saying in the chat? Atlanta is the modern day version of the Wizard of Oz. Girl, these folks, whew. Why everybody be faking though? I just don't understand why. It's like you faking to be better than her, she faking. It's just too much. Yes, Kelly ass has been demoted. Her lying ass, she got about 39 motherfucking faces. Kelly need to get her life together. If you go look up Kelly, you wouldn't even know if this was her from the last time or she got all these damn different versions of her face. Yeah, Kelly, yeah, she can go away. Kelly can go the hell away. Yep, I heard she was demoted. Who is this? You got to get up out of here because you're weird. Go somewhere, person. Go somewhere. Oh, and Bob's girl, you supposed to send me, the information for the little hair stuff. You remember I told you I lost your email or I can't find it. Somebody said it's not a boy, it's about showing them along the way. Accountability. That's the word I'm looking for, accountability. Because this boy been owing me $350. I had to go off on him. I said, how you been owing $350? And it's the seventh job though. Like you should have been paid it. Like I'm nice. I'd be like, oh, okay, you didn't get this amount. Okay. No, you gotta pay $50 or 25. You gotta pay something. You can't just listen. When I was growing up, my mother took all my money. So, I'm nice. I'm nice. She was like, give me the check. Somebody said, did you get the YouTube plaque yet? No. So the way that it works with the YouTube plaque, they said 30 days or something like that. So no, you don't get it that fast. Unfortunately. No, you don't. Y'all don't get it. Anton's so-called stressed out daughter is 18 years old and has money getting paid while y'all are still crying. Huh? I knew you was going to say your son bought his girl. Yes, girl. I went, listen. These kids these days are so different. When I was a child or even a teenager and I worked, I would buy gifts for my grandmother. These little kids is something else. So he gonna go buy his girlfriend something. I was like, damn, don't you buy the person that, been getting you to work and, you need 20, 30, $40 or whatever. I said, damn, don't I get a card? He gonna say, oh, I didn't forget about you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a little attitude about that. Hey, Rashonda. Yeah, I had an attitude about that. Somebody said, did you get a verified check mark? I don't know what that is. You said, now did you get a verified check mark, right? Daily Peach Housewives. No. At 100,000, you get a plaque, and I think you don't get the next one until you get 1 million. If I'm correct. Now, if y'all know more, let me know. I told y'all, I kind of just started this thing. I just started. I'm just reading the chat. What else is y'all saying? What else? What else? I do have it in my somebody, Bridget MT said, don't forget to add. I do have it in my description on YouTube. I just never use it. So therefore I don't really know, when y'all asked for, me for Cash App, I couldn't tell y'all. Is it on? I'm looking. You know what? I removed it from my subscription. And the reason why I'm looking at my bio now. I ended up removing Cash App simply because I don't really use it like that. So I don't know. I may not add it back in there because honestly don't even use Cash App, but I guess it's a good idea to, have it. I started watching last month, during dinner. Thank you. Somebody said you get a verified. Okay. I don't know. I should check. All I know is when you reach out to YouTube, I used to chat with them. I don't do that no more. I just send emails because it seemed like when you reach out to them during, the chat, they always act slow, like they don't know what's going on. So I had reached out via chat and I typed the chat. I told the guy, I said, well, I don't have 100,000 yet. I think I was like 3 away. And he was like, well, you don't qualify. I said, dude, I just told you that I don't have 100,000 subs yet. I'm 3 away. I was just wondering, like, well, I just left the checks. I'm just like, they don't listen. I simply said, I don't have 100,000 subs yet. I'm 3 away. I was just wondering, if it was something that I should do. And you gonna come back and say you don't qualify. I just left the chat. I'm like, this is crazy. So I ended up sending an email. And when I sent the email, they replied and said, Generally, it's 30 days after. So, which was more than, the dude that I was talking to. I'm just like, y'all just say anything. What is y'all saying in the chat? Who in the chat that live in Atlanta or Georgia? Anybody? Anybody in here live in Georgia? Somebody, I'm not even going to address this dumb question. Somebody be saying some dumb. That's somebody trolling. Talking about, do I think gay should? What the hell? What do a person being gay or not got to do with how much they make? People be saying crazy stuff. I'm just going back. Some of these chats are people working outside. Right, exactly. And I forgot to go in there. Oh, somebody in DeKalb. Okay. DeKalb in the house. Somebody said, I know better not to watch that Anton Daniels interview with Tasha K because that shit was too obvious. Yeah, and you know what? I saw Tasha interviews, and I think she really can do a good job. I mean, I've saw some of her really good interviews. The only thing I don't like about when Tasha does interviews, for instance, it's like if she doesn't like the person, it becomes a bashing session. For instance, when she interviewed Anton, I mean, if you're gonna talk about Corey talking about his daughter, you got to talk about Anton talking about people kids. Like, come on now, we got to keep it 100. But then, she don't like Corey. So yeah, it's on her Tasha, what is it? Tasha K Live, I think it's called. You got to go to her website. Oh, you're in Dallas, Georgia. How is Dallas, Georgia? I know it's a Dallas, Georgia. I just never been there. Orlando did his job. Yes, Orlando did his job. Yeah, she didn't grill Anton. I feel like because, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't like to do interviews with people because it's like my sign is a Gemini. Chicago in the house. Hey, auntie. Somebody said, hey, auntie. Y'all know, I'm from Wisconsin. So we like right around the corner from Chicago. So if anybody don't know what was, because a lot of times if I tell people I'm from Wisconsin, they be like, well, where is that at? Wisconsin is right up the street from Chicago. So for the people that don't know, because some people would say, well, what is Wisconsin? Wisconsin is real racist too, just so y'all know. I had to get the hell up out of there. Wisconsin is very racist, very segregated. In Georgia, you see, well, I don't know because although I'm on the north side, I live in an area where it's really diverse, very diverse. Well, in Wisconsin, it's really segregated. Like you go over here, it's all white people. You go over here, it's all Mexicans. You go over here, it's all blacks. So it's really, really segregated. Somebody said, hey, I'm a Gemini. Okay, Gemini in the house. So yeah, I can say, I'm a Gemini. I have two sides, but I like to stay on the good side because the bad side, child, it goes down. I try to stay on the good side. Your wife, she grilled Mika if her and Anton connected. I don't know what, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. I'm just reading the comments. What y'all got going on this Saturday? It was raining earlier and I had a hair appointment and she called to see if I wanted to come early. I'm like, girl, no, it's raining out there, but it ended up stopping, it stopped raining. So I got some trips planned this year. What y'all got planned? I'm going to y'all, I got some stuff planned this year, child. I'm getting out the house. Let me tell y'all where I'm going. Wait, I got it in my phone. So I'm actually going to Chicago for Black Yacht Weekend. Somebody said, I'm what? So I'm going to have you ever heard of that? Black Yacht Weekend in Chicago? I'm gonna go to that. I got all this stuff on my calendar. So I'm going to that. And I'm also gonna go. Where else am I going? But that's in June. I'm trying to think if I want to go to Essence Fest. I heard that's just been some bull crap. Somebody said you'll be there. Tell the world, P, you going to Black Yacht Weekend in Chicago? Yes, my birthday in June. My birthday in June. So I'll be there. I'm going to Washington, D.C. I think it's in August. What is it? The DNC or something? I'm going to that. I got a lot of stuff planned this. Yeah, that's what I heard. Essence is trash. Somebody said because the tether's running. What state would you like to visit that you haven't yet? I would say California. I would like to visit California. I think I've never been there. My birthday is June. June. I am June, but I got a lot of stuff to do in September. Let me tell y'all what I got to do in September. I got all of this planned. My daughter gonna say, see, when your kids get grown, they just be a mess. She was like, so I tells my daughter, I was like, oh, I got a lot of stuff planned. She was like, well, that's good because we getting tired of you. You can always move. Somebody said, I'm in Alabama. California is amazing. It's a whole vibe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to California. Bob's Girl said, are there sundown town? And I don't know what that means. What is sundown town? I don't know what that means. Thank you. Keep in mind 8846. Y'all, I'm getting out in the streets. I'm trying to figure out where's my September stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing in September. I think it's August. Let me just see here. So I told y'all I'm going to Black Yacht event. I'm going to I gotta fix my calendar. I know I'm going to Washington, D.C. Wait, let me tell y'all. Imagine tired of you in your own. Exactly. Exactly. And you lived free. Ain't that some bullshit? These people crazy. That's what I said. They was like, oh, we tired of you. I was like, what, girl? I'm trying to look at my calendar, y'all, because like I said, I have all of this stuff in my calendar, but I believe, wait a minute, y'all. Because I'm getting my whole life this summer. I'm telling you. They got this other event that I saw that they have in Georgia. I think it's the 12th. Let me just see here. All right, y'all. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. And then, y'all, I got this credit card. When I tell you I got a whole bunch of points, I was like, oh, yes. They give me double points. I think it's like for 6 months. So I'm using the hell out that card. I've been using that card for everything because I get double points. I think I got like 40,000 points already. But let me tell y'all what I'm going to. It's an event here that I did not know about, but I had ended up finding it online. All right, y'all, I'm about to show y'all. It's called, what is this event? Damn it, come on. It is called, girl, I don't know where the shit at. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to go. I done lost it. But yeah, y'all, I got my whole summer planned. Lakeysha, did you see the Married to Medicine reunion seating Quad and Toya in the first seats? Nope. Somebody getting married. Congratulations. Congrats. Y'all know what? That is so crazy because I remember a time in my life where I really wanted to get married. I can't say that I want to get married to no damn body. I really like my life, and I'm just too old to be thinking about getting married. I am happy, and I just don't want to do that. Because what happens if I get 60 and then got to get a divorce? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm just going to keep it like it is. But congratulations to you. I did not see that. I did not see where Black people shouldn't be around by evening. Usually the sheriffs are in the harassment again. Oh no, they don't got that. No, they don't have that in Wisconsin. No, they don't have that. I'm like, what is that? No, they don't have that. But it's so yeah, Wisconsin is very, very different from Georgia. Like I said, it's real segregated, very much segregated. I mean, it's getting a little bit better, but I mean, y'all can go and Google a lot of racist shit in Wisconsin that still comes up today. So I need to get the hell up out of Wisconsin. I felt like I had been in my city my whole life, and it was just time for me to go. Have y'all ever? I don't know where y'all live, but if I would go somewhere, I would see everybody and I would know them all. So it was just like, I get the fuck out of here. Like, I wanted to actually be able to meet new people. Like, I was tired of that place. I heard Racine wasn't no joke. Yeah, Racine probably a little ghetto. Racine and Milwaukee may be about the same right about now, though. But I know I used to know people that lived in Racine. People probably like, what the hell is that? Racine is, a place in Wisconsin. What else y'all saying? Somebody say, yes, ma'am. Every state has it. Yeah. Y'all, I want to show y'all this place. I'm going to show y'all because I saw this online. It's this event that they're having here in Georgia. And I was like, what the heck? Because maybe y'all can tell me about it. I ended up seeing this. Oh, here it is. I'm about to show y'all. I found it. So September 19th, I have this event that I want to go to. I'm about to show y'all. So I'm originally from Milwaukee, but I ended up moving. So, my relatives, that's where they live, but I ended up moving to Oak Creek. But yes, that's where I'm from. Milwaukee, but as you get older, you get to pick where you want to live. So I wasn't living in Milwaukee. I kind of moved to Oak Creek. Y'all, I want to show y'all this. This is where I want to go. Because I just want to do some grown-up shit. Here it is. All right, I'm going to show y'all this. So you speak the truth about Wisconsin. It's time to leave. Yeah, Milwaukee is crazy. Yeah, I came. Milwaukee is like, whoo. Every time I turn around, somebody done got popped. Okay, y'all. So this is on my list for September 19th. This is called the Fashion and Polo Classic. Have y'all ever heard about this right here? This is on my list. It looks real fancy. You get to dress up. I'm finna show y'all some pictures. So this is what I'm going to do on the 19th. It says, do your research on last year's actual event, not AI. Oh, so I better do my research because they probably lying about this event. Okay, I forgot about AI, but have y'all heard anything about this? It's called the Fashion and Polo Classic. Anybody? Somebody said yes. So I put that on my list, but reading the comments, somebody was saying that it was some bullshit. But also, I need to really figure out, maybe I need to do more research on that because I wanted to go to the DNC in Washington, D.C., and it is actually that week too. So I really need to figure out which one I'm gonna go to. I have never heard of this. I just happened to stumble across it. And I was like, look, because like I said, y'all, I'm about to be out here in these streets having some fun. and doing some fun girl stuff. Because I don't know if I told y'all, I really don't be doing nothing. Somebody said I have been to Madison. So I have a sister that lives in Madison, Wisconsin. I have a sister that is maybe she's about 30 now. So it's like I have a sister that I don't know, she could be maybe in her late 20s, but it's like I told y'all I'm 50. So it's like our age is so different that we don't have nothing in common. It's like when my sister was born, I had already moved out. So we really don't really have a relationship like that. Yes, please research so you don't wind up with a exactly. So I don't know about this place because I done read some comments and the people said that those may be AI. So I don't know about that, but I still have. So I may just go to Washington, D.C. because Washington, D.C. was actually during that same week. And I was like, well, wait a minute, which one do I want to go to? But they said, during the Democratic National Convention, it should be a lot of stuff going on in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I haven't saw the Married to Medicine. I kind of concentrate on that on Sundays. DC is nice. Somebody said you live in DC. Okay, cool. My daughters, I shouldn't say my daughters because all my kids got the same pappy, but I shouldn't say kids, my adult children's, they fathers dad's side of the family is from DC. So we used to go and visit them in DC. I actually like DC when I visit. I visited, I think it was maybe one, maybe twice. So do you know Mika? Mika's from DC. Oh boy. So I saw a couple people from Georgia. Where else y'all from? I know we got DC in the house. Look up Miguel Wilson. Get your ticket. Who is that? Oh, thank you. Say I love your hairstyle. Well, let me just tell y'all what happened with my hairstyle. It kind of went a little because this time, so normally I get the hair from, the lady that do it, but the hair that she be selling me be costing too much. And I'm like, why am I spending, more money for hair that I'm only gonna put in a ponytail? So normally what typically happens is every time I go, I'm buying new hair because when she put the ponytail on and I try to take it off, it's hard for me to unravel it. So I'm like, okay, forget it. I'll just just buy some different hair. So I ended up going to the beauty supply store, y'all, trying to be cheap. And she was like, the hair is too thin. So I'm just like, so she said, next time she'll have a different kind of hair. Cause I'm like, girl, that hair is kind of too expensive for a ponytail. And then I can't use it again. Miguel Wilson for the polo event. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. Let me write that down. I gotta do my research on that damn polo event because Georgia, all the fuck they do is scam. They scam. That's one thing I don't like about these folks here. They scam too damn much. Baby, when I tell you everybody be scamming in this month, everybody. It ain't just the black people either. It's everybody. They just be woo child. So I don't know. I gotta look into that event because I don't know. Miguel has a lot reality TV stars there. Yeah, I gotta check. Somebody said it is a real event. Okay. Somebody must have had one bad experience because somebody else was saying that they had a bad experience. You need to find some vlogs on YouTube or TikTok to see. Oh, that's a good one. I'm glad you said that. Yep. That is what I'm going to do. You are so right. You are so right. Speaking of hair, I was paying $150 to get my daughter's hair done and I was giving a $10 tip. How come the woman charged how come the woman changed the price 160? This is why you can't tip black folks. So I don't go to people like that. I don't go to people that change their prices. If you don't have a price list, I don't go to you. I don't got time for that, bitch. You're not finna base my motherfucking hairstyle on what bills you got to pay today. I don't like people like that. Yeah, I don't go to people like that. Yeah, you got to have a price list, because how do I know I want you to do it if I don't know how much it costs? No, I don't go to people like that. I don't like people like that. Keep changing the prices. And another thing I don't go to young hoes. They can't do my hair. Them bitches always got an attitude. They always late. No, I don't go to them either. I can't. They're not customer service oriented. One lady told me, she was like, a lot of times my clients pay me to do their hair in advance. I was like, what do you mean? She said, they'll just send me the money. Bitch, listen, you trying to make me go to jail for beating your ass. What you mean? So you think I'm finna pay you for doing my hair and you ain't doing my hair to 2 months? Who the fuck says stuff like that? Who says that? Thanks for the super chat, Captivity. No cap with Freezy in the house, y'all. But yeah, these whew, they be scamming too damn much. Let's see what you say, Boggs girl. I was scammed by You Nice Hair. I ordered, ooh, girl, $400 wigs, and they gave me a FedEx tracking. See, that's the type of shit that makes me mad. Tracking number that was bogus in the midst of disputing the charges. Let me tell y'all how this young hoe tried to do me in Atlanta until she realized that I was about gonna beat her ass. So, man, y'all probably know because I did a YouTube video on it. Made an appointment to get my hair done. If y'all ever get y'all hair done in, Atlanta or probably in any other place, they have a list of rules. So I ain't never late. So I get there, the chick, I'm waiting. She tells me she's running late. Okay, I'm still here. The girl didn't show up to probably like 45 minutes later. I'm still sitting there. And then she was like, well, I'm just going to give you your money back. No, she said, well, I'm just going to cancel it. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? For whatever reason, she wanted to cancel the appointment. I had already given the bitch a deposit. The girl tried to keep my money. Little do she know, it was either me gonna whoop her ass, okay, because you're gonna give me my money back home, or you was gonna go to jail. So to keep me from whooping the whole ass, because you is not gonna keep my money, I ended up calling the police because I'm like, I gave her money. She didn't do my hair. So the officer was explaining to me, he was like, this is a scam. They do this in Atlanta. They get people money and don't do their hair. And I told that hoe, I said, listen, you got to next week to get my money, hoe. You going to jail. I said, if you don't think that I'll go to court and put you in jail, hoe, for a measly $50, you crazy, because I'm petty. It ain't even the point about the $50. It's the fact that you stole my money and you never had intentions on doing my hair. Yeah, she sent all my money back. She sure did. But yeah, they play games. They play a lot of games. They play a lot of damn games. Somebody said, I haven't heard of Mika until the 5150 show. Ooh, child. Mika is, I don't know about Mika. Can you put that link in the comments? When you say the link, what link are you talking about? Somebody said, can I put the link? Which link? You said, can you put the link in the comments, please? Which one? Somebody said those wigs be on Amazon. Yeah, because my daughter, she be getting her little stuff. I'm just one of those people, y'all. I cannot do my own hair. I used to be able to do it. I just can't. I can't do it. But I don't mess with the young chicks. They play too many games. They'll have me in jail for beating them up or something. I don't got time. I only get my hair done by real adults. Okay, the school link. Okay, let me put that in the chat. Because I don't play them type of games. You think you finna steal my money, you about to get beat up. All right, I think you're talking about that link for the school community. And then the little chick gonna show up. She looked like she was smoked out, looked like she had been partying the night before. Girl, I'm like, this little girl. Did you see? I did. Is it Josh Noel? I did see some of it, but y'all, them damn videos be too long. That was like a 4-hour video. Somebody sent it to me. I ain't have time to watch it. Has either Mika or Antine reached out to you about your content? I mean, I doubt they're gonna reach out to me. Okay, no cap with captivity with no cap with freezing. I'm sorry. So with regards to the plaque, they told me it can take up to 30 days. So I have not received anything yet. They said it can take up to 30 days. I guess they got their little procedures or whatever. But no, I have not received anything. And then they don't watch it. Girl, I know. Yeah, I can't go to them peoples. They be doing too much. Thank you for the super chat, Devon. Am I saying it right? I hate to mess up people names. How you say your name? I'm just gonna say Mitchell. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat, Freezy. Thank you, thank you. No cap with Freezy. I see it right there. I see it now. But somebody said, I don't think they're gonna reach out to me. I mean, for what? I mean, what they gonna do? I mean, I doubt that they're gonna reach out to me about what. So I can make another video. No cap was No Cap was on fire on his live. Yes, I really enjoy his lives. As I tell y'all, I'm not a live streamer, so I be learning stuff over there. So yeah, he be his lives be keeping me entertained. Sometimes I be cleaning up or doing some stuff in the house, and I just be tuning into his lives. Yes, y'all go check him out. Check out Freezy channel, No Captivity with Freezy. Mm-hmm. Somebody said, yes, you nice is full of ish. I do glueless and keep it pushing. Oh, you talking about the wigs. Yeah, Atlanta, man, they be scamming like a month. Man, listen. Atlanta, woo-wee. They be on bullshit. I have this one guy, he does hair. And y'all think, because they do celebrities hair that they won't steal your money. So I was gonna do a consultation with him, and he was like, yeah, you can just send me 130. And I was like, okay, so you gonna give me the address. He was like, oh, we can do it live. You gonna do me a consultation for my hair on live? I told him that's okay. No. How do I do a consultation? So you just want me to give you $130 and we're gonna jump on live? What are you talking about? They be playing too many games. They be, woo, Georgia, man, they be playing. I don't send these hoes no deposits. No. The lady that do my hair, me and her on the same page. She doesn't. So she does take deposits, but it's not like that. So she not trying to scam you or anything like that. So, I just stick with one person. And then it's another lady that I go to around the corner, but is one that I like a little bit better than the other. Because the lady that I go to now, she's kind of more up to date with the styles. The other lady, she is too, but she kind of like, she a little different. Y'all know how you got one person who can do everything, and then you got that one person who can do some things. So, but they both, my age. I just can't deal with the young chicks, y'all. They be on, them hoes be smelling like weed. They be drunk and hungover from the last. I ain't got time for that. I don't got time for that. Exactly. Right, this one. I guess he thinks he can access texture, strength, and more. Yes, like what is that? I was like, and then I told him, I said, well, I could just come to you, So I'm asking him for his address, and he's really just not trying. Nigga, you trying to play games with me? No. What are you talking about? What's the address? Come on, we can do it. So how are you going to look at my hair and tell me what you recommend on a damn call? Like They be always scamming. I was going to move to Atlanta, Georgia about 15 years ago, but the job market was bad then, and I hear the job market is still bad. Well, in Atlanta, unfortunately, and this is not a bad thing, but every one of these motherfuckers that live here swear they a business owner and don't know what they doing. They really need to get a damn job, and that's just the truth. Everybody in their motherfucking mama is a business owner, a scammer, okay? A scammer. Baby, they have some. If you renting a house, you better look that motherfucker up and make sure whoever you moving in is the real owner. They be scamming too much. I'm telling you, they just I didn't understand the level of scamming until I moved here. I just be like, damn, everybody be on it. Yeah, they be scamming like a mug up in here. Atlanta don't be playing. Ooh, somebody said, I believe Carrie and Kimmy possibly have left Anton Room 9 platform. I haven't really been seeing them lately. Is Carrie? I thought I heard somebody say Carrie was married. I don't know that much about Room 9, to be honest. I ain't even finna sit up here and lie. I was just watching it to get content. I can't watch that shit. I am sub to Lakeysha, no cap. D. Ooh, okay. Y'all killer. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, no captivity with Freezy said Carrie left. Really? Really? I did hear Carrie was married. I don't know. Maybe her husband was like, get from over there with that heathen. Okay, somebody said, question, Keysha, were you able to hear back from the clear cut dude? Oh, remember? Oh yeah. Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. I went to the bank. I keep telling y'all I'm old as hell. Okay, so when I went in the bank, I was literally conducting a transaction, and at first sight, I looked and I was like, "Dang, who is that?" But I was never able to meet him or say anything because the guy had stood up there, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this dude doing? Like, how you been standing up there for that long?" So I was like, "Okay, let me." I was gonna try to wait, but it had got weird. Shit, I'm not gonna be waiting for hours now. That's just too much. So I never got a chance to meet that person. I just happened to glance and was like, okay, well, see this person when that person never left. So I had to go. Somebody said I'm here for the fall of Anton. And honestly, to just keep it a buck, I don't want to see Anton fall. I want to see Anton get his shit together because I'm not gonna say that I want to see him fall. I think I think YouTube is a space for everybody. People like Anton or they love to hate his ass, one or the other. I just feel like he don't gotta use Black people either to get sub. Somebody said Carrie is married. She never flirt with Anton or play with him like that. Anton would be wasting his time if he tried to fly her out. Yeah, maybe Carrie's husband said, get the hell up off of there. Oh, bro, you got to go. You got some problem. Let me just get you on up out of here. There's always some weirdos. Yes, that is true. They do. Now, one thing I can tell you about Georgia, you can rent anything that you want to buy. Now, that's true. They got it all. They got they got nice houses everywhere. Oh, have a nice day. No cap with Freezy. Check out Room 9 video from last night. People were asking Anton about Carrie, and he was, well, Carrie's not there anymore. We know that's what Anton does. Anton's so low down and dirty. Anton is so low down and dirty. So you said check out the room now. I'm about to go look at it. So if Anton was throwing shade at her, she's probably not there anymore. She's probably not there anymore. I mean, if she got a husband, he probably was like, get the hell from around that whore. You know, Anton, something wrong with him. But I don't know, y'all. Because that wife, she, you know, I went back and watched that video, y'all, of Tasha K, Anton. Do you know what his wife said to Tasha K? You smell delicious. I ain't never told a woman you smell delicious. I think his wife is a little, because why would she tell another woman you smell delicious? That's weird. I didn't catch that the first time. She told Tasha K she smelled delicious. I was like, what? So Carrie gone. We got Molly on there. Yeah, I don't watch it that much. Interesting. I'm not surprised. Somebody said, girl, I hear that from women. I don't know. Is it okay to tell a woman you smell delicious? I thought that was some kind of gay shit. I mean, I would never tell a woman you smell delicious. You smell good, but you smell delicious. What the? I mean, is that okay to say? I ain't gonna tell no woman you smell delicious now. I may say it to a man, but a woman? Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, Carrie not on there. I don't know, y'all. They say Anton paying them pretty good, ain't they? Probably ain't gonna go nowhere. Calling Carrie. So were they calling Carrie names? Because I'm looking in the chat. They're saying, where is Carrie? Where is Carrie? Yeah, they saying it in the chat. But Kimmy is there. I thought y'all said Kimmy wasn't there. Kimmy is there. Oh, somebody said Carrie. Okay, let's look at this one. Somebody said Carrie been gone after he made that comment about every woman being available to him. Oh, well, good for her. Because first of all, why would you be on a panel where the man is saying something like that and you just sitting there? I would be like, wait a minute, this don't include me. Like, okay, well, good for her. Oh, so Molly lives in Detroit. Okay, I didn't know that. Yes, you're right. All money is not good money, but for some reason, I don't know why they accepting it, because if y'all really look at the girl Mika, she kind of like set her own self up. Mika did leave. Somebody said, did Mika leave? She did leave. She said, but here's the deal though. Mika said she left because she didn't like how Anton did not seem as though he was protecting her. Girl, what? He didn't seem like he was protecting you. That's weird to me. You don't care about him disrespecting you. That's, yeah. So Molly lives in Michigan. Molly lives in Michigan. On one video, let me see. On one video, Kimmy, the Gemini, was on a call with Anton talking about taking a flight to meet him in Vegas or DC. and she married. Mika ain't the only one. I saw that video, but at the time, I did not know who he was talking to. Yes, I did. Okay, thank you, Freeze. I'm about to go check it out. Okay, let's check it out. Because Anton ain't shit. Let's see. We about to go check it out. Okay. Y'all, let's listen to this.
Any other thoughts before we move on to the grandma? And then after the grandma, we get into the thick of things?
Nope.
All right. Let's see what's going on out in these streets. AD, would you ever do a content creator boxing match? I don't know. What's the purse? What they paying? Daryl Thomas says, "Sup, gents? Hey, ladies, blessings carry. Prayers to you." TS Car Wash and Detail Services. Y'all heard Umar got the school speech? I don't check. Umar fell the fuck off on the low.
He said he got his school.
He completely fell off, in my opinion. ALS is no single known cause. Let's see what else we got going on. Me University says, and you can live through anything if magic made it. Shout out to Me University. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, imagine this kid is watching. I'm sorry. I keep getting fucking text messages from people that's just trying to distract me. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they want, but neither here nor there. TS Car Wash and Detail Services. Imagine his kids watching that message.
Well, Anton seems a little irritated. He mad about something. Jazz don't come on there no more. JAS. Well, Mika said he was paying her between $2,000 and $3,500. I guess. They most definitely was in a relationship. It just seems very weird. Somebody said Anton loves burning bridges. Well, that's what he does. That's what he does. What y'all saying? So Kimmy was the one that was on the phone. Who is Kimmy? I don't really know these.
Jabbar Franklin says MLB and Yankees legend Lou Gingrich died from ALS.
Is Kimmy the one with the braids? Is that the lady with the braids? He played Mad with. Wait a minute. He played Mad with and Slimy last night and shut the show down. It was horrible. Okay, so Kimmy is the one with the braids. Okay, yes, that was the one he was. This is weird. Yeah, I remember she sent him something, and he was on live, and they were talking about going on a vacation. I think I did a video about it because I was like, "Who the hell is that?" Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so that's Kimmy with the braids. She's in a green shirt. Okay. All right, so that's her. After hearing so much info about Mika, it appears she copies whoever is popping in her circle. She wanted to be like Trina. And I swear her rap was a mix of Trina with a lot of, man, Mika need to sit her ass down. Mika need to go to OnlyFans. Shit, she better go over to OnlyFans. Because Mika ain't selling nothing but ass. I don't care what nobody say. Girl, you better get up out of here. Mika ain't selling nothing but ass. Even Tasha said that. Like, what do you do? Girl, you know, what's going on? That DM message here. Jazz shared the anti-DM here to come out to Detroit. I did hear that part, but I didn't watch her whole video. That was too long. Okay, Kimmy is a flight attendant. Okay. Kimmy is a flight attendant. Right, no cap. She's selling a whole lot of that. She ain't nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. While Anton on here lying, talking about Mika is talented. He the only one that think that. Nobody else see it. We don't see it. We don't see it, Anton. I don't know what Mika be saying sometimes. Did y'all see Mika on that? Y'all, let's laugh. Let's laugh for a bit. Cause he talking about Mika signed to him. To do what? Mika can't sing. Like, what the? Did y'all see that performance of Mika? Damn, where is it? It's a performance, y'all, where she's singing. And I'm just like, what is she even talking about? Oh, here it is. Y'all, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, with both feet in the same pants leg. At big hell, this can't be my life. And the bus schedule said 9:45, came at 9:35 instead. Kinda feeling like something isn't right. Because I pay my dues, spend all this bread, burned and dropped one on my head. Wish I could fly, give me a piece of my mind. But man, before this day brings me to my knees, please second, give me something good to eat. Casher gave me a hard time about it. Sometimes I feel down, like I don't know what. So I walk around feeling empty. They poured out my cup and I'm.
What's going on right now? What is that? What is really going on? What is she talking about?
So thirsty for the world, I never get enough. Like I keep leaving out the house, forgetting all my.
Girl, what the fuck? What is she even saying? Why would Anton think that this lady is talented? Girl, what, ma'am? I could have started rapping to sound better than that. What is you talking about? You said I saw you. Yeah. Listen, I was being silly when I was in the 5150 chat. It was, y'all, that shit was funny. Y'all, let's watch that. That shit was so funny. I was being so serious. Listen, when they said that lead attorney was a trap attorney, I was dying laughing. That was too funny. I was just being silly. I was being silly because they had went too far. They had went so far. That shit was so damn funny. And then y'all, what about when they showed the house? I was on the floor. They was like, this the house. He a trap lawyer. I was dying laughing. I was being silly. I was being so silly. Y'all, let's watch that. That shit was funny. Let's watch that. He gonna say lead attorney was a trap attorney. I was like, you know what? Corey is just doing too much. I was being silly. But they had went too far. They had went too far. Wait, let me bring it up. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to turn the camera off because I'm about to be laughing hard. Y'all, this shit was funny. Look at this. This shit was funny as hell. I was cracking up.
And Campbell, C-A-M.
Look at this.
And we thought he was a well-intended guy, which is why last week I thought I was trying to say, damn, man, you lied. You ain't said nothing. So, okay, I'll back up off you. But no, he came back with a presentation of bullshit for the feeble minds. And I pray for the feeble minds because they fell for that. I'm going to play, before I bring on the brother who I said he's known for helping people. And trust me, I can't believe that I finally got somebody to help me like this, because it's hard to find people to help you like this. Hey, Abe, do you have that audio when the brother Derek Dion gave a call about leading a nigga ass law? Do you have that? My attorney.
Oh, let me just say this, y'all, so y'all get. I do not agree with Corey. I'm just laughing because this shit is hilarious. Like, it is hilarious.
He called about this situation just to check something as thorough people would do. This is just a small chunk of what we have found with this guy right here. This is a farce. But can you play that video when... Yeah, play the video when Derek called about dude.
Membership, Rachel speaking.
Yes, Rachel. My name is Attorney Derek Dion. I'm an attorney licensed down here in Houston, Texas. And I wanted to refer one of my friends to a divorce attorney in Atlanta, but I wanted to check his membership status first.
Okay, what's the name?
His name is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐸𝐻𝐿, Corey with a C, and last name �Campbell.
The funny part is y'all putting this man whole name. I'm just like, this shit is funny.
�Campbell.
Okay, Mr. Jameson Campbell is currently on inactive status.
Y'all heard that shit? First of all, most of you motherfuckers didn't even know his motherfucking name. And you believe.
Okay, y'all. So this is why I cannot agree with Corey, because when they were saying it, it was funny as hell. But just so that y'all know, lead attorney says he does not practice. When you don't practice, you must go inactive. I know because I have a license, but when they were saying it, it was so fucking funny. But when he says that his license is inactive, they're supposed to be inactive because his license can only be active if he's practicing. So I was just laughing and being silly because the shit was funny, but he cannot be active unless he's actively working at a law firm. So when Corey was saying it, I was just being silly, you know, just to be silly, because I don't think that they're realizing that he doesn't practice law. He has a law license, a law degree, but because he doesn't practice, they're inactive. So it was just so funny because the way that they were saying it, it was just like, you know, like they had caught him doing something. I'm like, this shit is hilarious.
Believed in this motherfucker. This nigga won your heart with a nickname. My name is Corey Holcomb. My attorney name is Derek Dion. This ain't the only thing we discovered about this leading a nigga ass law fake motherfucker. I don't want to take it all over. My brother has taken the time out his busy schedule to come on and talk about this with me. Brother Dion, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. But the funnier part about this, y'all, is when you have a license, you know this. Like a regular person might not know this, but because I have a license, and I don't have a law license, but I have a license to do something else, but it is inactive because I'm not practicing. So I thought about it. I was like, well, wait a minute. I got a license to practice, you know, this sort of a thing, but because I don't practice, it's inactive. But it was crazy because I would think that the attorney would, or maybe the attorney is thinking that lead attorney is saying that he's practicing law. It was just crazy and funny. So I was just laughing.
Brother Dion, listen, I'm gonna turn it over to you and just let you say what you're gonna say right now. But I got a couple of questions that we can put out there for this fake ass motherfucker that I think is an operative, because his profile doesn't look real. But is it something you want to tell the people? Because this fake motherfucker called you out your name And I don't know why he did that. If he's really a man who is a lawyer, but I'm just saying, is it something you want to say in the beginning? Because you've done the research on this. You know what's happening, Dion. Derek?
Definitely. Well, I want to talk directly to lead attorney. You know, when he first reached out to me, he reached out to me as a comrade, a brother, and a friend. And, you know, I trusted this guy. I never thought that he would use me for content. See, I'm a real trial lawyer. I'm not a YouTube lawyer. I don't understand how this whole content works. If you look at my YouTube page, I have 2 subscribers. He has 600,000.
Yeah.
Now, when he first reached out to me, I didn't know that he had a relationship with Corey at first. I didn't know he was on Corey's show. So he really was backdooring Corey to try to get me on his show.
I also think, too, we got to stop living in a land that we think everybody is out to get us. Because I think, too, when Lee reached out, I don't know what he said, but I mean, I don't necessarily think that he got to reach out and say, you know, I was on the 5150 show before or whatever. So it seems that because he didn't say that now you trying to backdoor Corey, but I don't understand how that's considered to be a backdoor situation. That's what I'm saying. I think we got to stop living in this, you know, world that we think everybody is out to get us. It seems like he was trying to do an interview, and for some reason, it just went to shit.
To do this interview. And we'll get to the whole part of whether Corey gave me consent or not at the end of this. But first, I want to talk about lead attorney. After he got on this show and basically disrespected me in my practice, I hired a private investigator, Sergeant Sean Morgan, down here in Fort Bend County in Texas. And one thing that we noticed about lead attorney is that, you know, for the last 25 years, he's paraded around everywhere. And for like the last 5 years, going under the name lead attorney. But if you look at all of his products, services, everything that it offers, he's never used his real name. I bet you don't know his real name. So my private investigator found out that his real name was Jamison Corey Campbell. And I reached out to the state bar and his license is inactive. I pulled the rules out of Georgia, even though I'm out of Texas.
Your daddy don't care about you. He a deadbeat. He be with them other kids by that lady he married to. Your daddy ain't paying no child support for you. That was enough for us to get stuff with.
Women be scorned, irritated by the streets and the freedom of manhood.
This guy's been on major platforms. He's been on DJ Vlad. He's been on Corey Holcomb's show. He's been on a lot of people's shows giving legal advice when this guy's license is inactive. And, you know, I would never accept being critiqued, judged, or ridiculed by somebody who's faking as a lawyer.
Man, I definitely understand. I didn't even want to bring you in this mess online because it's a war against me. And he found a slick way to jump in this war because
No Cap with Freezy said, where did the song come from? I think they were having an issue with the whole stream. So I have no idea. They was having issues. So who knows?
YouTube, Derek, is based off popularity, whether it's good or bad. So when he lied and said, Corey said it's okay for me to talk to you, that's when I said he's lying. Then he tried to switch it around like you lied. When the truth is, you never talked to him about my case. Am I right?
Never talked to him about your case. See, the thing is that when he reached out to me, I was a little hesitant because his email, or within his email, you know, signature block, there was no legal name, there was no office address, there was no office phone number, there was no office email. He emailed me from a Gmail.
Here's my thing, and this is why somebody was like, you know, talk about this. I'm like, what is it to say? At this point, even if it was a misunderstanding, if you agreed to talk to him and you changed your mind, just so be it. Like, what's the big deal? Like, you know, I'm not understanding. So it just went way left. I mean, he has the emails, okay? So obviously, you know, the emails don't lie. So I just didn't understand, like, why did it get to this? Just say, you know, I agreed to talk to him. I was going to, you know, talk to you, and you know, we just agreed not to do it. Like, I just didn't it just went crazy, and I'm just like, why did this go from there to that? It just seems like people don't like to take responsibility for some reason. People don't know how to say, you know, I made a mistake, or you know, I agreed to talk to him. Obviously, you know, I wasn't going to talk specifically about your case, whatever it was. Like, how did we get to, you know, he lying, he ain't no real lawyer, you know, he a trap lawyer? I'm just like, this shit is crazy. So that's really why I was laughing, because I'm like, this shit is crazy. Like, how did it get to this when all you had to do is say, you know, I was gonna talk to him, and then I thought about it. Like, y'all done call this man a fake lawyer. He ain't a real lawyer. He a trap lawyer. He lying. I'm just like, this shit is crazy. So that's why I was laughing. Because I mean, like, the shit was funny. Like, what else to do?
Account. I mean, I was just a little hesitant to deal with this guy because, you know, I didn't know anything about him. I wanted to vet him. You know, I'm a trial lawyer, right? I've closed out 1,088 cases, 50 appeals. My cases have been in law books as binding authority. So I don't just go on popularity. I want to look into this guy, vet him, and check him out. And I was hesitant from the beginning, but, you know, with him being an African-American lawyer, I'm seeing he has a big following. I'm like, this guy is legit. But because he lacked so many things, I was very hesitant. But ultimately, after he insulted me on his show, I hired my private investigator who I talked to, and he gave me some information. But I also talked to my good friend, Durante Partridge, who's an attorney in Atlanta, who stopped by lead attorney's office. And we have pictures of this, only to find that he operated out of a trap house in Atlanta that has burglar bars. Yeah, it's a trap house, burglar bars on the front door. It's a commercial mail place. I mean, this guy is, I mean, he's had the whole world fooled, right?
Yeah.
No staff, law trapping. I mean, this guy.
We got a picture of the place. Did
y'all hear that shit? He said law trapping. This is crazy. Law trapping. What is that?
You send them a picture of the place where his office is supposed to be?
I surely did. That would be slide 15 for the engineer.
You got that? Hey, because it's just like, I understand they're after me. They want me to look bad. And
so this is the thing, though, that Corey got to get out of this thinking everybody is out to get him. Like, that is a mental issue, bro. You cannot live thinking that every damn body is out to get you. So this is why I was laughing. It's like, what else can you say?
I'm just saying, it's like, okay, but this guy lied. See what he did? He said, you remember the part where you said, I'm clear to talk? I'm sure you were telling him, yeah, I'm clear to talk.
Right.
What about it?
I will break that entire story down. So when he reached out to me, I said, hey, I need to speak to Corey first to see if I'm clear to speak about this. I ultimately learned that he had been on your show. You talked to him. You guys were good friends. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's telling me that, hey, I want to support Corey. Oh, I'm clear for that. You're a good guy. You've been on the show, et cetera, et cetera. Corey's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. You have to go through the ranks to get to Corey sometimes. So no, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the
somebody said that house, somebody said that house looked like the houses of Boys in the Hood. Y'all wait till y'all see this damn house. I was on the floor.
Same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy, and he's saying he's here to support Corey. And I know what to say on a lawyer's show and what not to say. And anything I'm going to say is just going to help Corey. So I didn't think it was a big deal. But this guy, he took that to say that I did something unethical. Unethical would be I settled Corey's case without his permission. I filed a lawsuit without running it by Corey. We're talking about a news interview. right? Lawyers get on the news at the drop of a dime every freaking day. It's not a big deal. But when you're dealing with this YouTube guy, he's going to take something small, right? Just to get clicks, likes, comments, and subscribes.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you know, this guy's engaging in the unauthorized practice of law, which is illegal. So for him to comment on me, I mean, I was just a little bit taken aback and surprised.
Well, there is no right or wrong in this crooked YouTube game, because the things that's being said about me, like I said, man, I don't have criminal history like that. I don't have history like none of this stuff that they're saying I'm doing. So I want to welcome you to the cold-blooded fuck shit YouTube game.
I see. I mean, this is worse than court.
Yeah, it's have-nots trying to build position in society because they have no position in society. My position in society comes from being a stand-up comedian over 30 years. Your position in society comes from actually practicing law and watch this, helping people. Helping people. I know who you are, Brother Derek. I can't believe you're around helping me, to be quite honest. I'm glad you're around helping me. And now they got a picture of this. This is a mailbox place where it's supposed to be his office. How much does he charge? How much does he pay a month for this office?
This is too much.
$7.90.
Y'all, look at this shit. I was on the floor. Y'all, why did they do this? What is this? Y'all, this is too much. Like, this is the thing. Why come somebody couldn't just say that, you know, I made a mistake? Y'all out taking pictures, but like, this is too much. What is this? What's this?
98 cents. No
He
joke.
got a mailbox for $7.98, perpetrating like listen, if you could read those signs that are up there, I encourage you to screenshot that and read those signs. This guy is fooling so many out of Trap House.
Trap House.
That's right.
This is too much.
I mean,
And
come on, man.
Exactly what he's doing.
So if he has no office to go to, he gets dressed up for play, right?
This shit is crazy. This is why I was laughing so hard, because it's like, what are y'all talking about? He gonna say, if he don't got no office to go to, so what do? He get dressed up for play? Dude, what are y'all even saying right now? He is just going in.
Right. I mean, if you look at those law books, those things might be hollow. My books are real back here. Not all law books, but they are real. I don't know if that's a green screen. Every time I see his degree, I have to squint my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, this guy is, I mean.
Was he able to operate? I mean, was he able to activate some type of law degree this week?
No, I mean, I called the bar today and his license is inactive. I called because, see, I found it online that it was inactive. Then I saw some stuff that said it was active. So, you know, I don't want to say anything about somebody, unlike him, that I don't fully vet, which is why I called the state bar, talked to Ms. Rachel, who's a part of the state bar membership department, and said his license is inactive. And if you go to his website, he's giving divorce advice and charging people for it. So, and
that's illegal, right?
That's every lawyer knows that. Every lawyer knows that. That is.
Somebody said that sidewalk looks like it leads to the yellow brick road. Y'all are crazy.
The unauthorized practice of law, and that is what he's doing. And, you know, I'm curious as to his response, because I have all of the evidence here. I have a binder with 30 pieces of exhibits, not receipts. We don't say receipts in court. We say exhibits. So, you know, I mean, this guy's a joke, man. I can't believe he mentioned my name. He didn't research me well enough.
Most of the YouTube guys, they pretend to be smart, and they take advantage of the people who need the knowledge that's real, because most of the people on YouTube don't know. Look, if you know anything about America, most people read at a 6th grade level. If you know anything about America, most people are not critical thinkers. So they actually think that presentation he gave meant that he was right. But I watched the presentation. I was like, what did he?
So we gonna sit up here and act like he didn't show. He showed the emails, and this is what I'm talking about. So why is this like necessary? I mean, he just reached out, to speak to you, and y'all like went back and forth. But the reason that he said that he had spoke to the lawyer was because Corey called the man a liar. So it's just like, at what point do you just stop?
He say that would make people think that what I said is not 1,000% the truth? I mean, I'm saying like the man lied.
Yeah.
He's an outright liar.
Here's the main thing. On his website, he puts, I have 20 years of experience in the trenches of Atlanta, Georgia, practicing family law, et cetera, et cetera. I pulled the Fulton County court records, and he's only done 10 divorces in 25 years. On file, Fulton County is in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yes.
And the last case that he worked on was in 2019. So, I mean, this guy, look, this guy cannot be trusted. And if you do trust him, buyers beware. Beware.
I just want to make sure it's illegal for him to be parading as a lawyer as he does with the classes and everything. That's illegal, right?
That's illegal. He's giving advice. I mean, it's directly on his site. I can read directly. I can go to tab 19.
I really think they're misconstruing a lot. Like, I don't watch him all the time, but from what I have saw, he tell the people, I'm not your lawyer. I mean, he says that. So I don't know what they talking about. So yeah, somebody was like, why I didn't talk about this? Why? Because it's funny. Like, I think they have this totally incorrect. I don't believe that he's practicing law without a license. When, from every time that I have saw him, he has always said that he is a licensed lawyer, but because he doesn't practice, it makes his license inactive.
Slide 19. And it says, get clear strategic advice from me. You'll learn what steps to take to protect your finances, custody, and legal position. We'll identify issues you may be missing and create a plan to avoid costly mistakes. Whether you're preparing to file, responding to divorce papers, already have an attorney, and watch this, need a second opinion. Now, if you're getting a second opinion, you're giving a second opinion as a lawyer. Or in the middle of a case by yourself, this confidential session gives you clarity and direction you need. So this guy is practicing law.
So yeah, they had a lot of issues. So and that's what I was telling y'all, with regards to, Black YouTube. Sometimes the shit can get so ghetto. Like, it can get so ghetto. I feel like that was blown so far out of proportion. Like, I didn't think it needed to really go that far, but it did. And that's why, I ain't talk about it, because I'm like, this is some bullshit. Like, yeah. See, technical difficulties. We were dying. Yeah, I was dying with y'all in the chat because that shit was funny. Like, it was funny. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like, it was just, it was horrible, because I feel like it didn't really need to go that far. He's giving people advice as a lawyer. So from what I know, he doesn't give people advice as if they're he's their client. So from what I understand, that's not what he's doing. But I mean, I guess if, at first glance, it may look like that, but I don't believe that's what he's doing. And I'm just saying that because I have heard, some of his lives. He got extremely long lives. So I'm not like watching the whole thing, but I have heard him say, I am not your lawyer. I've heard him say that. You didn't need a private attorney. You're disgusting. No one is after you. You're chasing yourself, Corey. Yeah. So just react. TLA just reacts to video and give his opinion. Yeah, that's pretty much all he does. I think what they're misconstruing is as if he's giving legal advice as an attorney. But I believe the advice he's giving people is based on his experience. which is totally different than him saying, you know, I'm giving you advice because I'm a lawyer. So I really think they have it really misconstrued because, like I said, I've saw his stuff. I've never heard him say, you know, I'm a practicing lawyer. I believe he used the words as he retired or something to that nature. That's why like I said, I just hate that it went that far because I don't think it needed to go, you know, that far. I think, you know, somehow, you know, the attorney didn't mention it, you know, to Corey, and, you know, Lead had mentioned that he was interviewing him, and it just got crazy, and it just really didn't need to get that crazy. He can give advice. He's not putting anyone exactly. Yeah, advice. Well, you have people who not lawyers and give advice. You can give advice. So, like I said, it didn't even need to go that far. That was just too crazy. It went crazy. Y'all done called a man a fake lawyer, talking about he operating out of a trap house. And it's just, you know, so that relationship is done. That is done. Yeah, that relationship is done. So that's why I didn't talk about it. Well, y'all, I am going to get up off of here. Y'all know I don't do live streams. Like I said, I wanted to just jump on here and let y'all know how I appreciate you all. It's been 2 hours. But what I would like you all to do in the comments, let me know some of your expectations for moving forward, because this is a huge milestone for me. So I was looking at ways to do things a little bit different, and I will appreciate y'all advice. So if you guys can go to the comments and let me know some of the things that you would like to see, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.